All right. Thank you so much for your willingness to sub for music. We have this incredible curriculum that is online and is very, very easy to use called Quaver Ed. You can find it at quavered.com, QUAVERED.com. The login information is this: username NCCS Music 2122 with the password College 2030. NCCS is capitalized, music is lowercase, and then for our password, the C in college should be capitalized. Once you've got that entered in, go ahead and push login, and it will take you to this screen. Once you get to the teacher dashboard, you should click on Quaver Essentials, which will take us to a screen that will go through music theory, instruments and ensembles, composers and music history, and music styles. You'll click on that Quaver Essentials, and it should take you to this screen. This week, scholars are learning about dynamics. To find the dynamics page, you should go to this middle column and find dynamics right here. It's the second one, 1.13 dynamics. Click on dynamics, and it will open up a menu for learning all about dynamics. The first thing that you should do to teach scholars about dynamics is click on video episode. This will play a 17-minute video that introduces scholars to dynamics, which means volume or how loud or soft music is. But for all practical purposes, it is just the volume. To play the video, you can make the screen bigger by clicking on this button down here. And of course, we all know how to push play.
Hello? Yes. 1,000 mini maracas to Quaver's Marvellous World of Music, please.
Should be pretty fun. To exit out of this screen, you can hit the escape button. Then to test scholars' knowledge on what they remembered, you can go to next, the Quaver quiz. This is a really fun way to find out what kids know and what they don't know. So after video episode, click on Quaver quiz. This will walk you through a really fun game. And I like to do this as teacher versus scholars. And I actually put my points up on the board. So scholars can earn a point if they get it correctly. I earn a point if they do not get it correctly. And usually I'll just use my discretion. Like if one gets it wrong, but another teammate can help them and get it right, I will allow that typically. How I do get points is really based on engagement. So what I'm looking for are if scholars have their eyes on the screen, if their sounds are off, if they're listening carefully, showing respect to their teammates, and especially in the way that they respond to their teammates, especially if they get it incorrect. So we've got to allow space for kiddos to take a risk. And if they do not get it correct, we especially don't want other teammates getting mad at them. And so that is a way that I can earn a point. So specifically what I'm looking for is scholars are all showing support and love to their teammates, whether or not they get the answer correct or incorrect. So you can push start to start the quiz. So dynamics, number 1, volume in music is called. Again, you can do the way that makes sense to you, but with my youngest ones, I like to do show me a 1 for A, show me a 2 on your chest for B, show me a 3 on your chest for C, show me a 4 on your chest for D. So A, dynamics, B, volume, C, meter, D, fortissimo. Show me on your chest, 1, 2, 3, or 4. Show me. Great. For my older ones, I like to cold call. And then in the middle, I tend to use all hands. And that way you can really find out what's going on. But you can go through this, dynamics. It has a video.
Volume in music is called the dynamics.
Click to the next question. Heavy metal dude played his guitar at fortissimo or extra loud, which means A, very insanely, B, very softly, C, very quietly, D, very loudly. Of course, that means da-da-da. get the picture. So once you get through that quiz, there are 10 questions, you can hit exit. If there's still time, of course, that exit will take us back to the main screen for dynamics specifically. So now we've done the video episode to teach kids and introduce dynamics as volume or how loud or soft music is. Then we took the Quaver quiz. If there's time left over, there's some extra activities in the IWB activities section right here. If you're feeling not so brave, you can go ahead and try the QLibs Dynamics. It's another simple quiz. What's nice about this one is that it does have some visuals to support our kiddos that can use a little extra support with that. So piano means soft. You can do the check.
All right.
Then hit the arrow. Blanket music is called dynamics. Volume in music is called dynamics.
You've done it! You've done it! You've done it!
Yada, yada, yada. Crescendo or this means get louder. If you add issimo to a dynamic, it means extra or very. Forte means loud. And it really does mean that in Italian, by the way.
Nice!
De crescendo, or this guy right here, means getting quieter.
Dig it!
All right. So once we are completed, we can hit exit. So if you want to go the easy route, you can go this way. If you're really feeling up for a challenge, this is super fun, this dynamic percussion. All right. Now, in order to do this, you've got to dig deep and find that musician deep inside of you, because here's the challenge. On the screen, there is a rhythm in real notation. Our job is to add dynamics to this notation and then perform it as a group. Before we begin, you might recognize that the rhythm is actually pretty straightforward. Speak it with me. Here we go. Eyes in. Everyone should have their eyes right on this first note. Every time we see a quarter note, we'll say ta. We'll say, that's right. All right, here we go. 1, 2, ready, go. Ta, 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 ta. Wait a minute. This is the same thing over and over and over again. It looks like we've got it already. All right, so of course, we know that the repeat sign means that we go back to the beginning. So we're going to do the same thing over and over again. Over and over again. That's right. All right. Now let's add dynamics to our music. And this is where it gets fun. I'm going to go ahead and add, let's see, pianissimo. And I know that pianissimo means extra soft. We're going to do pianissimo for 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Then, what should I do next? How about fortissimo? All right. I'm going to add fortissimo. We're going to clap at a dynamic level of fortissimo for 8 beats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Great. Then let's go piano, and then let's go back to fortissimo. All right. When you hear the drum beat, don't start clapping yet. Wait for the conductor's cue. One, two, 1, 2, pianissimo, go. Ta, 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 ta. Fortissimo, ta, 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 ta. Piano. Ta, 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 ta. Fortissimo, ta, 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 ta. Repeat. Pianissimo, ta, 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 ta. Fortissimo, ta, 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 ta. Piano, ta, 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 ta. Fortissimo, ta, 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 ta. You got it. All right. So kids usually have fun with that. And then to wrap it up, you can simply remind scholars that today we learned all about dynamics, And dynamics means how loud or soft. It is the volume. It is the volume that we play music at. All right. The end. Grammy Award winner.